A cube has a volume of 64 centimeters cubed. What is the surface area of the smallest cylinder that this cube will completely fit inside of? First, we draw the cube. Note that a cube is simply a rectangular prism where the length, width, and height are all equal, and here denoted as S, the side length. We can use the volume of the cube to calculate the side length. Using the formula, volume of a cube equals S cubed. We can rearrange this formula to isolate S. In particular, simply take the cube root of both sides. For the cylinder, note that the height of the cylinder is exactly equal to the side length of the cube. From the side length of the cube, we can also calculate the radius of the cylinder using Pythagorean theorem. Note in the diagram, the red triangle is a right triangle, where R is the hypotenuse and the two legs are half of the side length, S over 2. To calculate the R, we can then say R squared equals S over 2 squared plus S over 2 squared. We can then use the radius and the height to calculate the surface area of the cylinder. 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. First, the cube. The volume equals S cubed. We know that the volume is 64 centimeters cubed. Substituting this in, and then taking the cube root of both sides, we get a side length of 4 centimeters. For the cylinder, R squared equals S over 2 squared plus S over 2 squared. We now know that S is equal to 4 centimeters. Substituting this in, we find R squared equals 8. Taking the square root of both sides, we get a radius of 2.83 centimeters. We can then calculate the surface area of this cylinder by substituting in for R and H. R equals 2.83 centimeters, H equals 4 centimeters. Substituting these in, we get a surface area of 273.6 centimeters squared.